everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Natural facial oil. Take a look around you. Facial oils is everywhere. There's this big hype about facial oil, and that is because a lot of people are trying to use natural ingredients on their skin. The hype is well worth it, guys. However, if you're someone who cannot get your hands on facial oil and you're like, oh, you wanna be a part of this hype, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use basic ingredient, basic oil in your kitchen to create the perfect facial oil for your skin type. Whether you have normal skin, dry skin or oily skin, there's a facial oil for you that you can whip up in your kitchen. So if you're interested in today's video, continue watching. Now, making a facial oil is very quick, is very easy, especially if you know your skin type. So the first thing you need to know is your skin type. Once you know your skin type, you are good to go. Now, I'm going to be making 3 different types of facial oil. I'm going to be making a facial oil for dry skin. I'm going to make a facial oil for normal skin. And I'm going to make a facial oil for oily skin. Now, to make the facial oil, I'm going to be using a couple of based oil, and most of these oils you will already have in your pantry. Now, the base oils are olive oil, coconut oil. I'm also going to be using some grapeseed oil and some sweet almond oil. So all of these are based oil that is great for the skin as is. Now, if you want to take it up a notch and make a wonderful facial oil, then you're going to choose one of these oils according to your skin type. I recommend for normal skin, you can use any of these oils that I have here. If you have dry skin, I suggest you use a lot of olive oil and also a lot of coconut oil on your skin. Now, if you have oily skin, I'm suggesting that you use some grapeseed oil and some almond oil on your skin as the base. Now, here we have the 3 bowls, and bowl number 1 is going to be for normal skin, bowl number 2 is going to be for dry skin, and bowl number 3 is going to be for oily skin. The first oil that we're going to make is for normal skin. And for normal skin, we can use whatever oil we choose. So in our bowl for normal skin, I'm going to be using some olive oil. And I'm using a tablespoon of olive oil. And since we have normal skin, we're going to play around a little. So I'm going to be using about a half a teaspoon of sweet almond oil in our normal skin facial. And those are the 2 oils I'm going to be using for normal skin as a base. Now, when it comes on to dry skin, I'm going to be using some olive oil and coconut oil. Now, you can choose to use either the coconut oil, or you can choose to use the olive oil, or you can choose to use both. Today I'm going to be using both for the dry skin. So our dry skin, I'm using a 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of coconut oil. If you're using just olive oil, use 1 tablespoon. If you're using just coconut oil, 1 tablespoon. For our oily skin, I'm only going to be using the grapeseed oil as the base. So I'm using 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. And the grapeseed oil is extremely light. It will not clog the pores. It is perfect for oily skin. So here we have the 3 base, and these are 3 basic facial oils that you can use on your skin. Therefore, anyone can make a facial oil just by using the oils you have at home only thing you need to know is your skin type. Whatever your skin type is, you're going to choose an oil that is suitable for it. And that's what we did here. Now we're going to kick this up a notch and we're going to turn this into something else. So let's put the base oil aside and we're going to talk about treatment oil. Now for treatment oil, there is a wide variety of treatment oils. Now we have oils such as rosehip oil. We have oils such as jojoba oil. We have argan oil. We have these cacao oil. We have quailin oil. We have morella oil. We also have some vitamin E oil. We have some carrot seed butter. We also have essential oil like tea tree oil and orange oil. So there's a wide variety of treatment oil that you can use in any one of these base oil to create the perfect facial oil. So now guys, let's just build something right here. And I want to start with the oil for oily skin. So this is oily skin and this is the base, which is grapeseed oil. If you have oily skin, use some grapeseed oil directly on your face. If you have oily skin and you are basically just looking to prevent yourself from getting wrinkles and fine lines on the face, you're going to reach for some vitamin E oil and you're going to add a few drops of vitamin E oil to your grapeseed oil. You're going to blend this together and there you have the perfect facial oil for preventing wrinkles and fine lines. This is for oily skin. Now, if you have oily skin and you're looking to get rid of wrinkles and fine lines on the skin, you're looking to boost your collagen production on the skin, you're looking for firm, tight, soft, supple skin, you're going to use the vitamin E and the grapeseed oil as your base. However, you're going to choose any one of these anti-aging facial oil to add to your base. Now, most of these oils are very light and you do not need a lot because they're highly concentrated. I'm gonna go reach for my rosehip oil, which is a perfect oil to use on oily skin, and this is the treatment oil loaded with vitamin A, which is a form of a retinol, which is going to help to boost the collagen production in the skin. So you're going to take a few drops, maybe a half of a teaspoon of your rosehip oil, and you're going to pour it in your oil. So now we're going to mix this together. Just blend. And you can see it's a little thick. However, it's not going to clog the pores. This is from the rosehip oil. And here you have it, guys. Anti-aging facial oil for oily skin. Now moving on to the next oil, and this oil is for dry skin. This is a heavier oil, and I mix both the coconut oil and the olive oil in this oil as the base. Now, if you are in your 20s and you have very dry skin, this could be your best friend. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of coconut oil, mix them together, and you have the perfect basic facial oil. You can also choose to use just the olive oil or just the coconut oil on your skin. Now, if you want to take this up a notch, you're going to get your vitamin E oil and you're going to put a few drops or maybe a half a teaspoon of vitamin E oil in your heavier oil. You're going to blend this in together and you have now your simple basic facial oil for dry skin. Now, if you're moving on in age and you're looking for a facial oil that is gonna get rid of your wrinkles, also a facial oil that is gonna prevent wrinkles, you're gonna reach for one of this treatment oil. Now, the fact that you have dry skin, when it comes on to the treatment oil, you can use just any one of these treatment oil you choose. So pick one or pick two and use it in your base oil. So I'm today for the dry skin, I am going to be using some argan oil. And I'm using about a teaspoon of argan oil. And since we're going to turn this into our anti-aging facial oil for dry skin, I'm going to use a little bit of carrot butter, which is loaded with vitamin A, a form of a retinol, and a form of anti-aging facial oil. So I'm just going to melt this carrot seed butter in this coconut and olive oil and vitamin E oil. And once you blend this out, and look at this, guys, here we have our anti-aging facial oil for dry skin. You can also choose to add more oils in this. That is okay. Do whatever you want to do. Add as much oil as you want. Just blend and you're good to go. And that is for dry skin. Now, when it comes on to normal skin, this is where the fun begins. For normal skin, as I said, you can use any of those oils, and you also can use any of the carrier oils on your skin. Now for our normal skin, I'm going to be using some vitamin E oil. And by now you know that the vitamin E oil I use in all of the facial oil. And in your 20s, just a little vitamin E oil with your base oil is good for your skin as a basic facial oil. So here you have your base for normal skin. Now you want to kick this up a notch, turn it into a perfect anti-aging facial oil. You're going to choose whatever of the treatment oil that you want. In this one, I'm using some jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is loaded with vitamin E, vitamin A, and a lot of wonderful antioxidant for your skin. I'm also going to use some rosehip oil in this. About a teaspoon of rosehip oil. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the carrot seed butter in this facial oil. Most people have normal skin, and that's why I am just going all out for normal skin, because you could have a lot of fun and you could play around with a lot of things. So guys, ooh, this is so nice. Here I have our anti-aging facial oil for normal skin. Anyone can use this if you have normal skin. So just mix it together now. I am done with all three. So now let's take a look at what we have here, and I can actually tell the difference, okay? So here I have the facial oil using the grapeseed oil as the base for oily skin. And here I have the second oil, which is facial oil for dry skin using both coconut and olive oil. And the last one is for normal skin using a mix of oil. The base is olive oil. You could use olive oil or coconut oil. Now guys, once we have all these wonderful facial oil together, if you have acne prone skin, guess what guys? You are going to be using the facial oil for dry skin. For acne prone skin, use the facial oil for dry skin. However, what you're going to do with this oil, you're going to take some tea tree oil, you're going to put a few drops of the tea tree oil in this mix, and that is going to do wonders for acne prone skin. Okay, now we have all our facial oils ready, and take a look at an optional ingredient. This is a vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is great for the skin. It's very hydrating, and it also helps to lock the moisture in the skin. However, it can be used in any one of these oils to further help to preserve the oil. So you could take about a half of a teaspoon of vegetable glycerin. not a lot, whichever oil is for your skin type, and you just add it to it, blend it in, and you are good to go. However, it is optional. So there you have it, guys. Basic facial oil for all age and for all skin type. Whether you have oily skin, whether you have dry skin, or you have normal skin, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, and so on and so forth, all the way up and above 100. So enjoy making your facial oil at home. Simple, natural, very effective facial oils. All right, now my skin type is normal. I have normal skin, therefore I'm going to use the basic anti-aging facial oil for normal skin. Now, to use your facial oil, you want to make sure to wash your face, cleanse your face, pat dry. If you use a facial toner, spritz it on the face and let that hair dry. Also, if you use a facial serum, you want to use it above the facial toner, and if you use a facial moisturizer, you're also going to use it above the facial serum. And the last thing you're going to apply to your face is your facial oil. So if you're using just your facial oil on the skin, you're going to wash your skin, you're going to pat dry the skin, and you're going to apply the facial oil. Now, to apply the facial oil, a little, like this amount of facial oil is probably more than a month's worth, okay? Just a little bit of the facial oil. You're going to warm the oil in your hands, and then you're going to apply it to the skin. To get the best benefit from your facial oil, you're going to press the facial oil in the skin. Just press it in. So you're not going to rub it in the skin. You're just going to press it in the skin. And one of the reasons too for pressing the facial oil in the skin is that if you have already applied other stuff to your face, you don't want to rub it off. So you're just pressing it on top. It's going to penetrate through whatever it is you already have on the skin. Now, if you're using it directly to the skin, you just press the facial oil vigorously on the skin. That is waking the skin up, and that is also helping with circulation in the skin. Now, once you press that on the skin, you are good to go. Now, if you have wrinkles and fine lines, and even if you don't have wrinkles and fine lines, when you apply your facial oil, a little facial massage is good to go with that. So just lift, and I have several videos on how to do basic facial massage for a younger, fresher, and more firmer looking skin. So once you apply that oil on the skin, don't be afraid to play with your skin. Little facial mask, just lift for wrinkles on the forehead. You know, just play around and watch that video to get different technique and how to get rid of the wrinkles and fine lines from your face. So that is it, guys. A simple, easy, quick, basic facial oil for your skin. So there you have it. What are you waiting for? Go and make yourself a batch of facial oil. Use it on your face, use it on your neck and décolleté. And guess what, guys? This very same oil can be used all over your body. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, share the video and give it a thumbs up. Your comments are always welcome. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, just follow me on Snapchat. Here's the link for it. I also have an Instagram page, guy. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.